welcome to another edition of Sports Card ASMR. That means the rumors are true. I'm the Sports Card Doctor. Thank you for hanging out with us here today on the ASMR channel that combines sports card nostalgia and ASMR relaxation. If you would like to do us a favor and subscribe to the channel, we would be forever grateful. We are very close to reaching one of our big goals as we slowly grow this channel. I'll explain. Here's some of our Legends cards. These are cards that we have previously opened and discovered in packs, like this 1986 Donruss card of someone pretending to be Don Mattingly. Without the mustache, I can't be sure. It might be Dan Pasqua playing a prank on the photographers. There's Barry Bonds, Pittsburgh Pirates slugger. He eventually left the team, and I'm not sure what happened to him after that, but he was a pretty good player, had speed and power. Legends like Lenny Wilkens, NBA great, one of the best coaches ever to stroll the sidelines. I love the look he's got here. This is me when I walk into McDonald's and I find out that their special BLT burger is off the menu, or their Grandma McFlurry was only a seasonal option. It's a stressful exasperation. There's Chip Hale, he of the "Did you just hear me fart? And did you take a picture of it?" photo from this 1990 Upper Deck. There's the legends like the government and the Pledge of Allegiance here in the United States of these America from these Desert Storm Pro Set cards. Then there's Randy Milligan from 1991 Studio. These are legend cards, but how does this attach to our channel goals? Well, if we hit 1,000 subscriptions, and we're getting closer, we will induct Pittsburgh legend Mark Malone and his mustache into the Sports Card ASMR Hall of Fame. Now, someone did leave in the comments that they'd prefer for us to cut up Mark Malone. That was originally going to be my goal, but Mark Malone has finally gone from cult legend to absolute legend with a capital L here on the channel, so I don't know if we can cut him up. We'll see. That episode will probably be live, and anything can happen when you're live. Alright, help us reach that goal by subscribing to the channel. Now I gotta help myself reach the goal of a clean workspace, something I haven't done in a while. Sports Card Doctor has a lot of his gas station sandwiches right here. So let's spray, wipe, and clean, which is also what my friends brag about after they get their bidets. Pretty dirty, actually. I'm not surprised. I've been taking a lot of meals at this desk. Nice thing is I've created a little bit of a damp rag to press on my forehead when it gets too hot. Alright. We have a very special card-packed edition of the channel today. We have a card pack to open that we've been waiting to open since April when I first received it. Our friend Troy, a fan and supporter of the channel, was nice enough to give me a pack of cards in person when I was performing comedy with Mark Ellis in Boston in April. And I promised to open it up when the Olympics, the 2024 Summer Games in Paris, were in effect. And we get to do that today. I can't remember which box it's in, though. We have this box that was sent to us from John at The Past is Alive. By the way, if you'd like to send us something, the address is listed in the description below. Where is it? I can't remember where it is. Which box is it? I guess there's only one way to find out. Okay. All right. This box had so many cards in it, I can't remember if this was the one. No, 1991 Leaf. '87 Tops Rack Pack. Not it. Diamond Destiny. And the 91 O-Peachy. Definitely not it. Okay. All right. Not this box. That means it was definitely in this box, which was the first box that John at The Past is Alive sent us. Watch John's channel for some excellent sports card finds, discoveries, and nostalgia. That's not an official tagline of his channel. I made it up. I apologize, John. Okay. There it is. There it is. We also have a pack of 1987 Tops, because of course we do. Closest I can get to hair cracking. All right, here it is. It says U.S. Olympic Cards Hall of Fame Series, saluting America's greatest Olympic champions. So if you're from Finland, sorry. Now, this isn't the only one we have. In another care package received that was sent by our buddy Ranger Donald, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more Olympic heroes card packs. I have no game plan for today's video. I just wanted to do what I promised. What I promised Troy in person, and what I've been promising all of you. Let's open up this pack and see what's inside. This is from 1991. So let's go back in time and see what we got. All right, this is going to be an interesting collection of cards here, because what are we going to find? Asa Smith Bushnell, a special contributor. Look at that. Wow, look at that font. I am, it's going to be a little hard for me to read here. I'm not going to read everything here, but special contributor, Asa Smith Bushnell, passed away in 1975. He was from Princeton. He was devoted to all aspects of amateur sports. All right, And then I wanted to check. I think these are obviously standard sized cards here. Well, we got 2.5, 3.5, yep. Okay. Let's just go through this pack and see what we got. As I said, Asa Smith Bushnell, special contributor. John Davis, weightlifting. Bob Beeman, athletics. Familiar with Bob Beeman. W. Perry O'Brien. Alvin Krasensline. What year was this? Okay, we're going to come back to that. It looks like he's doing this in 1901. It's like me trying to get into Del Taco when they open up early. The 1964 U.S. Olympic men's basketball team, back when they played, I think, in just socks with cardboard in them as shoes. John B. Kelly, Sr., rowing. Eric Hayden, speed skating. Remember the Olympic Winter Games are around the corner. Oh, we got a checklist. Yeah, love checklists. Frank Shorter. Got that runner's belt there. We got, this is a big one here. Babe Dietrichson is absolute legend. I remember learning about her in PE class, physical education class. There we go. Oh, look at this. Look at this. 1980 U.S. Olympic team, the ice hockey team. Do you believe in miracles? Yes. Do you believe that most of the members of this team went on to put on red baseball caps in 2016 and 2020? Unfortunately, yes. But this is a great card here. The 1980 U.S. Olympic team for ice hockey captured the hearts and fancy. It's one thing when you capture hearts, but folks, you got to capture fancy of the nation and much of the world with its astonishing victory at the 1980 Olympic Winter Games in Lake Placid. The youthful U.S. team broke a 20-year Soviet Olympic monopoly in the sport. That's right. This isn't just Olympic history. This is Cold War history there. Big get, big get. We've got the 1964 men's basketball team. Did I really just get a double? Yeah. And the same, well, okay. Wait a minute, okay. I'm learning this pack as we go along here, kids. It's not a double. It's 2 consecutive cards. Okay, so it like tells a story here. Okay, that's not as exciting as I'd hoped. Lee Calhoun and Patricia McCormick, diving. Oh my gosh, this is an interesting pack indeed. Let's just run through it here. Love it there. Okay, now, here's the thing. I'd love to do some ASMR sounds there and cut up some of these cards. But these are United States heroes, okay? I can't necessarily just cut up a card. Would you be happy if I cut up John Davis? No. You know, one of the 1964 U.S. Olympic team cards? No, I can't do that. But let's continue opening up some packs here. Get some crinkles in. This is an ASMR channel after all. scissor work there. So at least we got some scissors coming for you. Scissor heads. As always, shout out to my favorite ASMR / unintentional ASMR channel, Haircut Harry. If you want some great scissor work with all the wonderful barbers he has, go to that channel. All right, I'll stop talking over the scissors. Okay. Okay. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 packs of cards. Let's just see what we got here. That. We got another Alvin Kressel slime. Got another goddamn 2019 60. Another Frank. Oh my gosh. And another. This is the same pack. It's the same pack up until there. Oh my gosh, that is fascinating. Shuffle the deck. Shuffle the deck. All right, here's Jim McKay. Wild World of Sports. Jim McKay, one of my favorite announcers over the course of sports history there. We got Tenley Albright. We got another U.S. Olympic top. Another. Okay, another link. Okay. Okay, this. Okay, now we got another special contributor. Jim Thorpe, NFL legend as well. Jim Thorpe. That is, that's a great get right there. Competed in the 1912 Stockholm Games. And then we have Caitlyn Jenner now. Bruce Jenner then. This is Eat Your Wheaties Box Jenner era. That is it's a great card. Absolute legend of a athlete. This we know to be true. Hometown, Malibu, California. I think that's where she killed someone. All right. Okay. This is fascinating to me that we have just absolutely got repeats. All right. Okay. And another checklist card, because why not? Let's do another pack here. Let's see what we can get here. Okay. All right, this looks all new. Okay, we got John Neighbor slipping and falling into the bath. I'd be very happy if I had a card documenting my accomplishments for the U.S. Olympics. I would not want it to be this photo here. I don't know about that. Interesting. Then we got another U.S. Olympic hockey card team. This is a little bit more. Oh, this is the actual sea of red, white, and blue waving in the crowd, a jubilant team basking in the pride of patriotism. And they continue that in the emotion-filled voice of Al Michaels asking, "Do you believe in miracles?" Yes, our memories continue to live in a U.S. Olympic history. There you go. Another 1964. Look, I know it's a good team, but I don't need an entire series. Charles Paddock. There we go. So then he went to USC. Okay. Good job there. That is a great runner's face right there. That's my trying to force one out in the morning. Okay. Oh, we've got just a essay. We got an essay card here. Dick Button. You know, I know back then it was a little different. But if you have the option to go as Richard or Rich, that's what you go to. Okay. Is it our problem for being immature? Is it us? Yes. Yes. Should we giggle every time we hear a name like Dick Button? No. But we do. And there we are. Got the 64 men's basketball team series. Look at this legend, Mary Lou Retton, another Wheaties edition. Grew up with the Mary Lou Retton as an absolute hero in my lifetime there. She was a big superstar. Love that. Dan Gable. Where is the late, great Iron Sheik when you need him? Look, Danny Mac Gable. This is a good card. Another in the Olympic Ice Hockey Series. Tracy Calkins. William Matthias. Bob Mathias. Robert J. Kane, special contributor. And Sugar Ray Leonard. These are some great cards here. Made in the early 90s. The photo quality is pretty good for that era, especially because you're dealing with a lot of old cards here. This is fat. Robert J. Kane, though. This looks like he's at just a speaking engagement where he got paid $15,000 to tell you some motivation, tripe that he could put on a bumper sticker. You know how I succeeded? I put all my hopes and dreams into a backpack and I hit the road, like some shit like that. Okay, now I'm going to open up all these, but this has been fantastic here. Can't get it out of the box here. Can't get it out. Okay. We got Leroy Walker, Scott Hamilton. This is another absolute legend. This looks like me trying to get out of bed in the morning, just more like this. That is great. Figure skating legend, and went into broadcasting. The 1964 U.S. Olympic team men's basketball team. There it is, an entire series. And then we got a double of the men's hockey. We got more U.S. Olympic. So now I'm understanding it's a series. It tells a story. Got it. Mark Spitz, 72 games, where Spitz really shined, but also the 1968 Mexico City Olympic Games there. It's so weird. I know the Olympics has changed. The interest in the Olympics has changed. I understand that. Unless, the opening ceremonies are portraying and paying homage to a piece of French art of a Greek feast of legend, and it's misinterpreted as something else. No one cares about the Olympics, but growing up in America, you know what I mean, in America, in the 1980s, you knew people like Mark Spitz, Scott Hamilton, Mary Lou Retton. They were part of your daily life. You looked up to them, I was raised to look up to Ronald Reagan and Mark Spitz growing up, but not Frank Wyckoff. Absolutely not. Sammy Lee. Another Mary Lou Retton there. William Simon, special contributor. It looks like he's about to go into a phone booth and become some sort of superhero. Ray Erie. That's how I dance at weddings. I mean, this is good for him and his, probably high jump. Standing high jump, standing long jump, yeah. Or Ken dancing to an 80s cover band at a wedding. Mal Whitfield, John Neighbor again, and another U.S. Olympic hockey team, and another 64. Okay, fascinating there. How many packs do we have left here? Because the Olympics are going for the one. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to open up one more pack. We're going to go through it. I'm going to save those 4 packs for the closing ceremonies. Like I said, I didn't really know what to expect from these cards. So I didn't know if I wanted to cut them up, do a TSA pre-check, kind of TSA check pat down or anything like that. I don't know. I didn't know if I wanted to do silliness or if I wanted to just look at these cards. We got the 64 Olympic men's basketball team again. Wilma Rudolph, speaking of absolute legends there. Big in the 56 and 60 games. This is the Summer Olympic Games locations. I think that's spectacular. Paris, France in 1900. A return to it this year. That's fantastic. The Los Angeles Games, Seoul, Barcelona. There used to be a time in my life the sports car doctor would rattle all these off. I could just be like, 1924 was Paris. And now here we are 100 years later. We're back. That's pretty fascinating there. Okay. Bill Toomey. another Olympic men's. We really want you to love the 80 ice hockey team. That's fair. Johnny Weissmuller, Tarzan himself, right? There you go. Yeah, playing the role of Tarzan on the big screen. Mel Shepherd, Al Order, Bart Connor, speaking of gymnasts that we were supposed to know growing up. Rune Artledge, this is a great card here. We have Monday Night Football because of this guy. We have Nightline. We have 2020. We have This Week with David Brinkley because of this guy here. This is an absolute legend. His hair leaves a little bit to be desired. I guess you can't have it all there. Eddie Egan. Look at Eddie Egan. Boxing and bobsled. That's a two-sport superstar right there. Dare I say he's the Bo Jackson of his time, though he's probably the size of one of Bo Jackson's legs there. Jesse Owens. Oh, hell, we got Duke Kananamoka there. That is Kananamoka. Jesse Owens. This is fitting to pull this man out of a pack of Olympic hero cards. His performance at the 1936 Games, of course, in Berlin, were legendary. And cocaine and hopped up on goof pills, Adolf Hitler watched in probably disgust and horror as Jesse Owens, James Cleveland Owens, from Danville, Alabama, proved that, oh no, you are not going to take away my very existence, Mr. Fuhrer. I'm going to set Olympic records, I'm going to win gold medals, and I'm going to prove my worth to the world. Historic moment, important moment, not just in the Olympics. And if I may, the sports card doctor understands that the love and appreciation of the Olympics is not what it once was, and there's a lot of reasons for that. A lot of things. Some of it's just the amount of choices we have in terms of entertainment. Sometimes it's the view of the Olympics themselves, or the Olympic Committee, and what it does to cities, and there's a lot of discussions to have. But I'm a big sports fan. That's why I do this channel. And people like Jesse Owens, or the 80 U.S. Olympic ice hockey team, others in here, who broke barriers, smashed through barriers, didn't just set records. They became kind of these focal points in history that you could focus on and say, here's where things started to change. Here was what was going on in the world. It wasn't just an ice hockey win. It was a win against this empire that we were in a Cold War with, that started to prove that they could be broken apart or they could be taken down. Not that it isn't a more complicated issue. This I know. Jesse Owens standing in front of the leader of Germany 3 years before World War II and proving that he is a man not just equal with others, but athletically gifted more than others could even hope for, and proving his worth, proving the value of his very existence. These are big moments in sports. I didn't plan on having some sort of a U.S. and International Olympic monologue here. I hope I didn't go down a path you didn't want to follow, but I loved these cards. They're interesting, they're unique, but I think they're commemorating important names in our history. And I think that's a good way to leave it. I don't know if I want to cut up these cards. I don't know if that's where I want to go, but I do enjoy them, and we have 4 more left. So we'll do this again before the Olympics close. It was a lot of fun. Thanks, Jesse Owens, for being you. And thank you, U.S. Olympic hockey team. I know some of your members maybe went down a path that I could no longer follow, but then in 1980, this was a moment for us to begin a new decade. As a country, we came together, defeated the Russians on the ice. What a time. What a time. All right, I'll shut up. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Thanks for supporting Sports Card.